What's up, guys? Jacob Rothenberg here. We are going to talk today about how I made $4,000 off of one book. And instead of just like explaining how I made last year $4,000 off of a Yo-Yo Tricks book, what I'm going to show you is actually how to replicate it, how to make it happen right in this video with something a little bit abstract, but I think once you finish watching this video, it's going to make a lot of sense, and it's universal to not just Amazon, but any selling platform that you work with. And because I want to be an asshole and not just work with books, today we're going to work with oil diffusers, just to get my point across, that this can be done with any, not just any competitive keyword for books, but let's think bigger. How about competitive products as well, in case maybe you're like me, you're a little bit curious about Amazon FBA, maybe you want to make some more money. I'm learning right now that it's got completely different mechanics, but it's the same game as Kindle publishing. So if you're able to use these principles with making money, a lot of money off of one book, along with some other factors you have to consider with FBA, and I'm still learning it all, so I'm not an expert by any means at all. But you can replicate these same principles and do well faster with FBA, as far as I can tell so far. So let's talk about right now oil diffusers in a Kindle publishing video. Why are we talking about oil diffusers? Well, I'd like to ask you, person over on the other side of the room, which oil diffuser would you buy? Just in case you wanted to buy one, maybe just for yourself, for your ex-girlfriend who you need to owe a Christmas gift to, whoever, which one would you buy? Well, naturally, my eyes are looking, first of all, my PC page is focusing on these 6. Why is it focusing on these 6 here and not the bottom of the page where there's these 6 over here? Number 1, visibility, especially towards the top of the page for a keyword's search result. You need visibility for your book to sell, okay? Or in this case, for your oil diffuser to sell. So what are the odds I'm going to end up buying this marble oil aroma diffuser when I've already, upon searching for oil diffusers, got 6 to choose from right here? So unless there's something wrong with the 6 options I have here, maybe I'll even look at the further 3 here, maybe for 9 or so. Unless I don't see the value of purchasing any of these 6, it's very likely that myself or a customer will want to choose one of these 6 products to buy for oil diffusers. Likewise for your book. Of course, it's going to be a little bit different from how it displays, but your book needs visibility for it to sell. So whether it's organically ranked at the top based on sales, performance, relevancy, reviews, I suppose, and other things to consider. Same thing here with these oils diffusers on Amazon. So they've got reviews, they've of course got great sales records. I assume that other factors come into play with getting ranked in the algorithm for Amazon for regular products, but the rule of visibility still applies. And if you can't organically rank for visibility, what you can do is pay for it. So notice, believe it or not, these 3 first oil diffuser products you see here are not the same 3 you see here for the organic search. So I could find out and cross-reference where each one is. Like this one's over here. This one is probably over. No, yeah, I guess. No, it's different. It's funny. So, So especially for a keyword that has so many different competitors, and apparently for products so many knockoffs, you need to not only differentiate yourself, but have visibility in the first place. Because if you have this product here, just look at the shape and the 2-pack offer, okay? If we were to look at this versus something like even this, like it's actually virtually the same product as far as I can tell. But we're likely to choose this over the second example because we've got immediate visibility for the product and customers are more up to buying this. Okay, so I hope that gets the point across too, that if you need to pay for it, pay for visibility for a high in-demand keyword. Also, since I've just mentioned it, number 2, you absolutely need customer demand to make money from a keyword. So even if you have something that you're passionate about, like let's say we're into moving on to a different keyword, Murasame swords. Wow. Well, first off, I freaking spelled it wrong. Okay, so we're now really into swords. Okay. Now, while this is cool because Sephiroth uses a Murasame, these aren't the same ones. They're in fact, but the BSRs here will not indicate that these sell very well at all. And of course, it's going to be different between books and products, but still the principle applies. Upon you're doing your keyword research, you want to look at the bestseller rankings and say, hey, are there signs that people actually are in demand for this product right now or soon? Because even if you've got something that you're really passionate about, like swords, like that you want to sell, no matter how good of a product you have or how passionate you are about a certain keyword or product, if the customers aren't wanting to buy it, they're not going to buy it, period. You need demand. So, whereas you might be more passionate about swords than, say, oil diffusers, guess what? The customer demand for oil diffusers is so much greater, and so there's so much more earnings potential with oil diffusers versus something like Murasame swords. So I hope that brings out the point that you need to have demand for your product in the first place. And how do we assess that? By looking at existing competitors in the space to do so. Now, third point I want to bring is also value/quality. So especially for something that you're only going to need like one of, like an oil diffuser or like one per room, okay? What would be my final decision on why I would choose an oil diffuser? Because believe it or not, I was looking at buying one myself for personal reasons. So, I'm looking at price as terms of like what's giving me the best value, or like the size, the capacity, so that I don't have to refill this oil diffuser very often. Whereas this one might be a little bit pricey, but already comes with, does it come with two, I was going to say vials, but two different aromatherapy bottles that I can include with it. So those are some things I want to consider. Also with the aesthetic appeal. Oh, notice how that the ads rotated, but that's another subject. Once and when I ever make it to FBA, I'll explain later. But also with the aesthetic appeal, is it going to not only look good but match my interior here in my condo, along with price. I don't want to spend $50 for an oil diffuser when I can get the same kind of result for like $12, okay, or same or similar. So you want to make sure you're giving good quality, good value to your customers. Likewise with books, okay? Why would someone buy a book that's only 40 pages long when there's another book in the space that is 200 pages long for, a similar-ish price? Now, if this 200-page book is worth $100 and your 40-page book is worth $15, yeah, you stand a chance. But when that 200-page book is priced at $15 and your 40-page book is priced at $9.99, people are still going to choose the $15 book just because it has a disproportionate amount of value compared to your product. So you need to really have the utmost value from your product. So once you tie these three things together, number one, you need to have, I'd say first number one is customer demand. It doesn't matter if you're page one, rank one for a crap keyword like Murasame swords. If you have customer demand in your keyword, that right there gives you so much more potential to sell than any other possible factor to consider. Number two, and this is required along with number one. Number two is you need to have product visibility. So again, for a hot keyword like oil diffusers, you need to have visibility in order to sell any significant amount. So you want to either get organically ranked for page one towards the top preferably, or you pay your way through to get on page one. Okay. Number three, value / quality. Why is this oil diffuser priced at $49.97 when I can use this oil diffuser for $16.99? Maybe there's a reason why it would be priced at $49.97, but at the same time, you notice you don't even have to look at the BSRs to know which one's more popular. But okay, this product has 8 reviews. This product has 28,000 reviews. And guess what? If we were to look at the bestsellers ranking, it's number 4 in all of beauty and personal care. So that goes to show you, of course there's other factors, but value and price, especially in this particular keyword, plays such a role with being able to make sales. So maybe there's reasons why this product has a price point of $49.97. Maybe it has a higher production cost. Maybe they're doing less runs of it. Whatever the case may be, you have to be competitive relative to what kind of product you're giving out in terms of value. So if you just think about that in terms of books, I wanted to give you an abstract example because, hey, maybe you're like me where you're into the books. Now you want to get into maybe physical products later on. Just realize, especially if you're a more advanced publisher watching this right now, the intermediate or advanced, you kind of already have the skill set needed to succeed with keyword research for physical products on Amazon. Kind of, sort of. There's other things to consider too, which I'm still learning. But once you get the basics down, it's fair to say that I myself would be relatively farther ahead than someone who's starting on day one with a business opportunity related to Amazon FBA with no prior experience whatsoever. So, just realize that, especially with other platforms, this will probably still remain true. So, books, remember, customer demand, visibility, and quality. Nails those 3, maybe you can be like me and have a killer book during December. So that's it, guys. Like, subscribe, and let me know what you think below. Till then, I'll see you all tomorrow. Later.